It's only a select few people who even know Sauce Walka. His homie was even going there. Like, I want y'all to understand, they waited in that black car, and dude hopped out the passenger seat. Once he hopped out, he walked around the car. Once he walked around the car, he ran right up to their car and instantly started dumping inside the passenger window. I want y'all to really look at this, man, and really pay attention to the fact that they couldn't even drive off quick enough for the simple fact that they caught them off guard. That's why I always tell y'all, watch yourself, watch your surroundings, man. You have to make sure all your I's is dotted and your T's is crossed. It's so many people out here looking at the fact that, oh, here's Sweet Lick, all because he got a bag. No, man, y'all got to really understand, man. They wanted Sauce Walka homie to check in. You can't just go to no other city without checking in. A lot of people sit back and don't really take heed to that, but we need to understand what's really going on, man. We have to open our eyes to the fact that they know what they doing. Just like Lil Durk mentioned in his song that he told Young Thug, everybody who he blew at. When I say blue, he blicky down. I want y'all to really look at this, man. Even being in contact with Gunna, it goes to show who playing what part and who with what side. A lot of people took sides already, and they said Young Slam Life Shawty, he is signed to Lil Durk OTF, so therefore he don't want to be booked because he only affiliated with YSL. It's 11-page Rico indictment between the whole TSF, so y'all gotta understand the whole Sauce Factory. Everybody who real live was out there flexing them chains, flexing them cars. They already raided Sauce Walka house a couple years ago for a whole nother incident. Y'all gotta really look at this. It's too many people out there who know for a fact. Y'all gotta watch what y'all do, man. Y'all on them phones talking and doing all that, telling y'all business to these people, man. Y'all realize setting y'allself up for failure, and a lot of people know for a fact that Sauce Walka, he knew for a fact that once Buddy hopped out and caught him in the driveway and he couldn't pull out, dude walked right up to the window. It was over with for the simple fact that everybody was in the garage. Once you know for a fact that if you in the street, your number one enemy is the females, man. The females who still out there setting people up. You feel me? Setting the dudes up with the money who got the bag. They chasing the bag. And I want y'all to know that regardless of how street you is, a lot of street dudes fold under pressure. He already exposed the fact that they was running from everybody that was in YFN Lucci camp. Like, real talk, y'all. After that happened with Big Nut, you gotta understand, man, they real life start investigating Young Thug as as his own person instead of investigating the whole YSL. No, they hit YSL with the Rico, but you gotta understand one thing. Gunna already gave them the information they need to know. YSL been looked at for a long time, but they started looking at Thug because of what happened with Nut. They already knew his name was ringing through the hood in Atlanta. We already know one thing. When you get out of jail for snitching, you gonna end up getting dropped from the label. Like, real talk. We know for a fact that they gonna realize, sit there and say, Gunna, you can't even come back to the YSL studio for the simple fact that you slammed out the game. That's why Saucy Sancho said that J. Prince Jr. was the one who realized he know everything that's going on in Houston, and he could have realized stopped the whole Rico from going on. He could have stopped it. It was an 11-page Rico indictment, man, with all type of stuff. People getting caught with blickies, people getting caught with, man, all type of stuff that they don't even supposed to have on them. Like, we already know this, man. In every hood, we know for a fact that if you get out early, you snitched. If you real life get less of time than the persons you on a case with, if they your co-defendants, you snitched. A lot of people not cut from that cloth. You shouldn't put people in position who you know for a fact gonna fold under pressure. We know this, and we know a lot of dudes, they from the street like the hoods of Atlanta, they treacherous, man. They be out there, man, body after body after body. Like, at the end of the day, we know this, man, but we know for a fact that you can do all that while you out, but as soon as you get booked, you want to go back out to that. You feel me? And it don't happen like that. Y'all got to look at the fact that once Gunna got out, it opened up a can of worms because everybody looked at it like, hold on, we basically still locked up and you out. Why is you out and we still locked up? But if we all go back to the beginning, they tried to basically get Gunna out in the first place. You feel me? They was saying release Gunna and let everybody else stay in there. But we know for a fact that if they release Gunna, we know for a fact he ain't tell if it would have been at the beginning because they pushed for them to release him. You feel me? So I know a lot of people sit back and pay attention to what's going on, and y'all gotta really be cautious about the people you keep around you. Sauce Walker cousin, he wasn't going for none of that because he knew that somebody mentioned his name. You can't mention the head of the whole clique name, man. Like real talk, Gunna is the reason why Young Thug is finna get all this time, and Gunna is the reason why TSF finna get all this time. And he said what really happened. He said how they tried to real live make it seem like Gunna was the one, but real live they already been watching TSF. Like you gotta understand this, man. Really pay attention to it, cause a lot of people sit back and really don't know like what's really going on. But if you really put your finger on it, you will really pay attention to everything that's going on, because the people who was arrested, them the main people who basically Sauce Walker didn't want. He did like you know the situations that Sauce Walker got into in the past. So it's people that could tell on him now. If you're new to the channel, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, man. Hey, y'all read the thumbnail. Hey, y'all saw the thumbnail, y'all read the title. Hey, y'all gotta pay attention to everything that's going on, because I got some breaking news for y'all today, man. Sauce Walker and the whole Sauce Factory, TSF, man. You gotta understand, man, they've been hit with multiple Rico charges due to everything that's been going on out in Houston. And I want y'all to know that they brought up Duke the Jeweler name, and they brought up J Prince Jr. as a person of interest. Like, I want y'all to pay attention to what's really going on. Sauce Walker could have realized he could have covered his tracks, man, better than how they did, man. They realized put themselves in a messed up situation, and it all goes back to everybody who they real life trusted. I want y'all to look at the fact that Sauce Walker, boy, one of his homies, boy, just got knocked off, boy. They just sent Buddy up. Y'all gotta look at this, man, because everybody in Houston paying attention to the fact that everybody who told on them, it was 13 people. Y'all gotta understand, they mentioned Sauce Walker as the person who basically was the ringleader of everything that went on. So I want y'all to really pay attention to what's going on, man. People sit back and look at this from a whole different perspective, but you have to really be mindful of what's going on. Sauce Walker, he really think that Gunna was the one who real life gave the tip on everything that was going on. Could nobody have known what literally happened until Gunna literally got released? The everything that went on, it dates back to when Gunna was going through his plea deal. Y'all need to open y'all eyes and realize what's really going on, because if everybody get booked, who else gonna be out here to real live sit there and realize put the music out that people need to hear? Sauce Walker made a comment on the Duke the Jeweler situation, and I think this kind of brought him into, like, basically the light. Like, again, a lot of people sit there. If y'all don't know what happened with Duke the Jeweler was a Chicago jeweler. He was around 26 years old, man. He realized had his own business going on, and he realized had his stuff going for him, and he was traveling back and forth basically selling rappers jewelry, giving rappers pieces, and a lot of people thought that he was sweet because he was coming with basically no real security, just like everybody else who's coming to Houston. Sad to say, he did one thing that everybody else did, like Takeoff. RP Duke the Jeweler, RP Takeoff. Takeoff came out there, checked in. You feel me? They said he didn't check in. Duke the Jeweler came out there, checked in. He never checked out. Like, real talk, man. Somebody ran up on Duke. I want y'all to pay attention to what's going on. And Charleston White made a good explanation on how people take things for granted, and how some people really need to sit back and analyze what's really going on, so that they can have a real understanding of basically you can't be trusting these rappers out here, because a lot of them realize wanted to be in their spot. And I'm gonna let you know from first hand, from the horse's mouth. This peso, he finna tell everything that's going on.
Ain't what you think it is. On another note, that pink gonna make about everything. Feel me? All I know is I'm on the way to go buy some real estate. Feel me? So y'all being negative, wanna be mean to a nigga. I'm on the way to go buy some real estate. Feel me? I'm with the family.
And he's saying basically that he not down with the Rico. He realized saying that his name ain't mentioned in the Rico. He said that they told on everybody but him. He said he with the family now. He say he finna realize just invest in real estate and stop rapping as a whole. I want y'all to understand, man, Peso was one of the ones who sat back there and kept the whole TSF together when everybody tried to lead TSF. And people know this.
Y'all rappers, man, sit your ass down somewhere, man. It ain't looking good out here. If you rap and you in the streets, get out the streets, man. If you rap, stay out the streets, man. Straight up, like the feds is coming. The feds are coming, man. Get up out of there, man.
A dozen men behind bars facing federal charges as part of a joint operation to crack down on violent.
And this is something that we all know for a fact that they thought they was gonna get away easily, but it didn't happen like that.
Possession of a firearm.
Guns and drugs, they fuel violence.
Like they feel that these people is the main ones who really got them to even crack down on them because it was too many people who was moving around loose. And you know for a fact that TSF, they realize they loud when they go in public. Everybody know that's them because they make it be known. And when you make things be known like this, eyes start watching and people start being on your bumper. You really got to look at this, man, from a whole different perspective because some people don't really know that when you really take everything that you done did and you really look back on it, you be like, dang, I wonder would this catch up with me. Like you gotta look at everybody who played a role in that because it was multiple people who was even entwined with the TSF Rico. Like Gunna, he did what he did. He got out early. He realized gotta go back and basically snitch again on Young Thug in front of the courtroom. Young Thug still booked. So we all know this. And one thing you gotta understand, it was previous beef between Sauce Walka and the whole Young Thug, YSL. He realized he went off on them so bad to the point where he brought up the fact that they was running from YFL and Lucci now. I want y'all to really look at this, man, because we can all really sit back and look at this, man, be like, 13 people was charged? 13? Like people sit back and look at this and people be like, hold on, that's too many people. You feel me? At the end of the day, it's too many people. We know for a fact that this could easily be avoided if you realize you got to stay out the streets at some point in time. We just talked to his family. They already said like, man, you need to stay out of the city because if you go in the city, they going to end up locking you up because you got too many connections and you on too many phone calls with these people who real life just got booked. How your crew get booked? You feel me? At the end of the day, man, we all know this, man. And we know for a fact that Gunna, he realized he opened his mouth too soon. And TSL, they realized it's finna heat up right now. It's really finna heat up for Houston, man. And from what FBI saying, everything is acute information right now, and everything is public documented. I want everybody to know that from them even saying that TSF they go back to who owns that company. Like at the end of the day, we know this, man, and we can all really sit back and be like, Sauce Walker better be safe, man. You better keep your I's dotted and your T's crossed, man, because it's a lot of people sitting back looking at it like, boy, this could fall down on you, boy. You can end up getting picked up, getting scooped up last, just like they scooped that homie, boy. At the end of the day, we know this, boy. Like, we know for a fact that everybody who rock with TSF, they send back looking at it like, we gotta stay we realize gotta stay solid. We gotta stay tight. But we know for a fact that it's always gonna be somebody that fold in these type of situations. And the reason for that being is one thing, the FBI, they already said that it was too many people who got caught with the blicky. If a lot of people didn't get caught with the blicky, it was over 6 people who got caught with moves. If they didn't have them on them, it wouldn't be no Rico because they kept saying they had switches on it. Why would you have switches on it and then get caught with it? Even if your name ain't mentioned in it right now at the moment, boy, you better be safe because you know for a fact how they work, boy. They realize want to sit back and keep their eye on you and see if you gonna make another move. What's your next move? Your next move, it gotta be your best move because you don't want them people real live coming to get you all because of what your homies did. That's why you real life gotta stop hanging around people who don't understand the fact that this is a revolving door, man. We gotta understand everything that's been said in this whole Rico indictment should be a clear understanding that you have to be safe when you out there, man. You can't realize be out there moving as if you realize ain't got all these people in your corner. People looking at that. You got all these people. Y'all 20 deep. People want to know what y'all finna do, man. Why is y'all 20 deep and it ain't no concert and nothing going on? Why is y'all 20 deep and ain't really nothing to really happen but something negative? Half the people in his whole camp, they send back looking at it like J. Prince Jr. had to have a hand in this because J. Prince Jr., he just got out of this whole situation. You feel me? With this Takeoff and Duke the Jeweler. He had to have a whole hand in it, man. So people send back looking at it like, hold on, did J. Prince Jr. basically, like, did he get a word like he ain't protecting TSF? Like, y'all gotta really understand that, man. You gotta look at this, man, because TSF rock with Atlanta to a certain extent, but J. Prince Jr. and his whole movement, they realize they go back and forth to Atlanta all the time. And again, Boosie lives in Atlanta, so they realize can't really be out there too much or even out there seeming like they just getting into it with people. Open your eyes to what's really going on because everybody know for a fact that Gunna was going to end up folding. He folded under pressure for one reason. He wanted to come home, boy. I want y'all to know you got to watch who you be around because some people ain't real life genuine. They not thorough because a lot of people, like some people have ulterior motives, some people don't, but some people you have to really be cautious of because their brain, like, they'll be on some, like, you could tell they'll fold under pressure. That's why I always say you gotta watch your surroundings. You gotta watch these dudes y'all just meet. Soon as you meet, dude, he got a homie with him. Like real talk, man. You don't know if they finna do anything. They already said that at the end of the day, they end up putting everything on the whole TSF, but they gonna end up charging the person who started TSF. So y'all gotta really look at that, man. And this coming straight from Houston and Atlanta is the one who realized sent back like we was cool with them, but now they want to try to keep pulling these stunts. They want to keep trying to beef with us when we realize savages. Too many people know for a fact that Sauce Walka, he don't play those games. Sauce Walka, he realized sit back and he will go to Atlanta and hey, he gonna go, he gonna send it up. Once it's up, it's stuck. He know for a fact that everybody in Atlanta gonna realize tuck their tail as soon as he fly out there. Like we know this, and a lot of people won't justice for Takeoff, man. RP Takeoff, RP Duke the Jeweler, man. And like I said, again, this not point no finger at nobody because Sauce Walka know for a fact of the people in the company that he keep. We all know that everybody you keep around you, they could either be your upbringing or your downfall. People sit back and look at it like Sauce Walka could easily avoid everything that's going on if he'll open his eyes to what's really going on because his homies, it's your homies, boy. And I know Quavo sent back, he's still grieving for what happened, but he know for a fact that Sauce Walka know what's going on and he know that J. Prince Jr. had his hand in the Duke the Jeweler situation. And we know for a fact that J. Prince Jr. ain't been real live booked yet for it.